Quick 30 podcast family. It's a special episode because it's finals time, but we have a general question for all y'all that I think y'all gonna want to tune into. But what's up with y'all boys today, man?
Hey man, feeling good. Like you said, good controversy questions for the viewers today, and can't wait to get into it.
You know, I'm doing great. I'm always doing great. You know, blessed and highly favored. How you doing today? How you doing today?
As the black folks say, I'm gonna let y'all finish the sentence. God is good, and all the time.
All the time.
God
is good.
Yeah. For sure though, but nah, 24 hours, we get to do what we love. Special day. I know for most a very special day because of Jair Alexander signing to the Ravens.
Come on, you know. I'm just happy. You know, dreams do come true. I'm trying to tell y'all dreams come true. And with that signing, you know what I'm saying? We're winning the Super Bowl. You heard it. Fully healthy, winning Super Bowl. But that's for another video. That's another video,
but negative.
Hey, bro. I can see them actually going back to the AFC Championship, though.
And winning.
Patrick Mahomes owns them.
Patrick Mahomes ain't seen a defense like this no more. Yes, sir.
Lamar called a shot, though. I literally watched the interview maybe 2 hours ago, and he said, "Eric, go get him." And that's exactly what transpired.
Hey, man. John was fire. We love him. Welcome to Baltimore, Jair. I'll see you soon.
You got the season ticket, so you'll be able to go and see him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to be...
Yo. Nah, but we do got to get into these NBA finals. But we're not really going to talk about the finals, y'all. We're really honestly going to talk about the great Tyrese Haliburton. You know, I'm the only Tyrese Haliburton supporter here. But I want to ask y'all gentlemen and anybody who's watching this, is Tyrese Haliburton a superstar despite him having that calf injury?
Zay, go ahead.
Hey, bro. All right, for starters, I'm going to start it off like this. When the whole thing was going on, when a lot of people were saying Tyrese Haliburton was overrated, I was one of those people.
Yes, you were.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck. After the Knicks series, I took that statement back. I definitely did. And he's a really, really good point guard and a true point guard, a really great player. But he's not a superstar. Tyrese Haliburton is not a superstar. He's not. Because for first things first, bro, I'm gonna let you know this right now. Game 5, bro. Despite the injury, he played over 30 minutes. You need over 4 points, bro. You need over 4 points, bro. You need over. Bro, what you saying? Yeah, for it's the facts. Now, if you hurt, bro, sit out. But he chose to come back and play. So you gotta produce, bro. And now the game's getting close. Because the series is 3-2 Oklahoma. They got to, don't get me wrong. They got to go back to Indiana and play for Game 6. But at the end of the day, bro, Tyrese Haliburton does have to produce a little bit more for him to even be a superstar.
So we're dictating this off just one game? Because if you were to play good, would that answer change?
If you would have, no. Because guess what? And I'm not dictating one game, bro. Because guess what? Game 5 against the Knicks, he had 8 points.
But that's the thing, though. That's the main problem I have.
All right, go ahead.
No. I'm gonna let you continue, but that's the main problem I have. If he's not scoring 30 points, he's not a superstar. He don't have to score 30 points. You get me? He don't have to do that. And you see what he did in the Knicks series. But continue.
Okay. So he doesn't have to score 30 to be a superstar, right?
No.
All right, but is SGA a superstar?
Yes. I'm not denying that. SGA is a top 3 guard.
Okay, but SGA can get his 30 and 40 ball and still be a superstar. But
exactly, you've proven that. Yeah.
But does he have to do that, bro? Does he have to score that 30? Or can he
no. For the Thunder, yes, he has to. If the Thunder want to win, he has to score 30. It's a proven fact. J-Dub is nice, but he's not carrying the team alone.
But guess
SGA
what, bro?
has to score 30. Haliburton, we see the stats and we see that they're in the finals now. He does not have to score 30 for them to win. And every superstar does not have to score 30. That's like saying John Stockton, since he didn't score 30 points a game, he's not considered one of the superstars in the league all time.
Think about it like this. Yo. Magic Johnson put it best. Magic Johnson said, a superstar is somebody that you are traveling to the game that you hope to see. When I think of superstars, to people in today's NBA, y'all keep giving out this superstar terms to people that are not superstars.
To anybody, bro.
Just because they are really good basketball players does not mean they are a superstar. Nobody in nobody in a random state is gonna be like, oh, I really want to see Tyrese Haliburton play basketball, man. Like, Tyrese Haliburton's really good, but he's not selling out nothing. He's not, the merch ain't there. Like, he's not a superstar.
It's because he plays for a low market team.
Sort of monetary value, and Tyrese Haliburton's name is not that valuable. Therefore, he's not a superstar. He's just a really good basketball player.
He plays for the Indiana Pacers.
That doesn't matter.
That's a low market team, so he's not going to get the exposure that everybody else is getting.
And he plays for Minnesota.
That's a different breed. That's a different breed. We're not going to compare
Ant
and Tyrese. No, I'm not. No, we're not going to compare Ant and Tyrese. Ant is obviously better than Tyrese Haliburton. I'm saying,
not talking about better. I'm talking about like just the name of itself. Like Ant, more people would align and like rather watch Ant than like Tyrese Haliburton straight just off personality. Like, to be a superstar, you got to bring in the viewers, and Tyrese Haliburton does not do that. He just does not do that.
And Mike, I'm going to ask you this, bro, since we're like saying superstars. Last year, bro, who would have said, I want to see Tyrese Haliburton play?
He was in the Eastern Conference Finals. What are we talking about?
But who?
Yeah, but nobody wanted to see it.
Nobody wanted to.
Even when the Pacers beat the Knicks, nobody was trying to see them go up against the Thunder. Like, now, granted, they've played a great series. They have. But genuinely, nobody wanted to see them.
like,
if
bro.
you're a superstar.
So if was John Stockton a superstar? What?
Like, he was really good, but like, are we really paying our money to watch John Stockton? No, we're not. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
Magic Johnson did not go out there and
That's
score
a
30
superstar.
points a game.
Magic Johnson is a superstar. Magic Johnson did
but
literally
Magic
everything.
Johnson did not
Magic
score
Johnson had
30,
Showtime.
35 a game.
Magic Johnson, like, his name is not, his real name's not even Magic, and we call him Matt. Like, come on, dog. Don't try that.
No, explain the difference to me, though. Because Magic Johnson did not score 30. I'm nowhere near comparing Tyrese Haliburton to Magic Johnson. I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about play style. Magic Johnson was doing what Tyrese Haliburton's doing. Of course, at a way more impressive rate. But why is it
like, that's what
that point like, right there, Mike.
It was way more impressive. Yeah. And when Magic Johnson had to do it, like, he went out there and did it way more consistently than Tyrese. Like, there was not a game. I don't remember a game where Magic Johnson only took, 4 field goals?
Y'all saying that off one game. He had a calf injury.
That doesn't matter. You can't just sweep the one game under the rug. Look, everybody's going to have bad games. Everyone. But a superstar is not only taking 4 shots. I'm sorry.
And a superstar
it doesn't matter what type of play style you have. It doesn't matter how you play, if you're a true point guard or not. 4 shots for someone who's deemed either the best or the second best player on the team is unacceptable. I'm sorry. Unacceptable.
Look. My answer to this, right, and this might shock y'all. I'm going to be very transparent. Tyrese Haliburton is still my guy. But I have to be, like I said, transparent. Tyrese Haliburton is not a superstar, but it pains me to say that in my soul because I was bragging about him all playoffs. I still think he's an amazing, stellar, terrific basketball player. I think he's a little under a superstar. That's what I would say. A little under a superstar. Y'all trying to make him sound like a bum. He's not a bum. All right, let's get that straight now.
But he's not a superstar either.
He's right under superstar. If he were to win the NBA Finals, y'all would be saying a different answer.
If he I mean,
you would have to,
like,
but
yeah.
like at the same, I mean, I don't know if I would really.
Wow.
Like, because you gotta think about it, right? You gotta think about it. Is he playing good? Yes, but he's not playing at a superstar level. That's like you gotta average. I'm sorry, when you're talking superstar, you in today's NBA, you have to put some points up, dog.
And you gotta average like 20 plus points a game, bro.
To.
Hey, y'all
You
keep
gotta
talking
average
about
like
points
20.
like he didn't produce last game against the last series against the Knicks.
Mike, it's crazy that we're asking. A lot of people don't know who the best player in the Pacers is. They don't know if it's Pascal or Tyrese Haliburton.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like, come on, Mike.
I'm not. I just gave y'all the answer though. I said that he's a really good basketball player. He's right under superstar. I didn't say he's a superstar because of what I seen transpire this series and even the last series. I had to make a conclusion and say, okay, Tyrese Haliburton is still that guy. You know, I would still rock a Tyrese Haliburton jersey, but he's not superstar yet. But he is a top 5 point guard though. I'm not gonna discredit that.
Is he a top 7 player?
Right now, no.
Thank you.
But he's
That's
a top
what I was
5
trying
guard.
to tell you.
He's a top 5 point guard.
He could be a top 5 point guard all he wants. But I saw people saying he was top 7. And I got hatred for it. Oh, no, look at him. He's just a hating Cavs fan. And now everybody's looking at it, and he ain't playing like the superstar top 7 basketball player that he's supposed to be.
I agree with you. I agree with you, and that's one of the rare times that I will agree with you. He's not a top 7 player. I can't sit up here and say he's a top 7 player with what I seen transpire last game. He upset me. Even though the calf strain did happen, I do blame it on that, but take him out the game, Rick Carlisle. Please.
That's what I'm saying. He chose to finish off the game.
But he's still a really, really, really good basketball player. He's right under superstar. He's just needs a little more to be superstar.
Nah, he's the definition of a true point guard. Like, if you really watch him, one, he plays at a fast pace. One, he's very, very unselfish with the basketball. Matter of fact, the entire team is unselfish. They play team ball. When Tyrese Haliburton calls for the ball, he's looking to give it back, whereas these other point guards, when they call for the ball, they're looking to score the ball. But he's not a Anthony Edwards, John Morant. Like, he's not,
okay, he's better than John
Luka.
Morant. He's better than John Morant.
I'm saying superstar, bro. I'm saying superstar status, bro.
John Morant is not better than Tyrese Haliburton.
Hey, man.
He's a superstar, though.
Peak for peak, though?
John Morant. What's John
I'm
Morant?
not gonna lie. Peak for peak, John Morant was better. John Morant averaged 30 in the playoff series. I'm sorry. 30, 10 and something. I'm sorry.
We're saying all these losers are some superstars.
Huh?
We're saying all these losers are superstars now. I guess that's what I'm hearing.
Indiana's
bro,
one game
Tyrese
away
made it
from losing
one
the finals.
time, bro.
They got to the finals at least. They got to the Eastern Conference Finals at least.
I mean, okay, are we really gonna start? We're gonna really start treating Tyrese Haliburton like we treat Joe Burrow? That is actually crazy. Like Joe Burrow beat Mahomes one year, got to the Super Bowl, lost it, and we still.
Joe Burrow made it to a Super Bowl. Tyrese Haliburton is not Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has proved himself time after time.
I don't care if
he's proved himself time after time.
Don't we criticize players on winning? Why do we hate LeBron James? Why do y'all not think he's the GOAT? Because he didn't win. He didn't win in the finals. So just getting there, it clearly is not good enough for anybody. You have to win it.
See, there's a multitude of reasons why, and I was going to dilute into another segment, but we can add it on right here. What makes Tyrese Haliburton so good is a lot of things. One of them is that like Zay said, he said everything I was getting ready to say. Tyrese Haliburton knows what to do with the basketball. You know, many point guards right now in the NBA can't make the precise decisions that he makes day in and day out. He knows everything. He knows how to facilitate the floor, and y'all saying he don't know how to score. He showed y'all in last series, maybe not a little bit this series, but even last year in the playoffs. We're not going to ignore the fact that last year in the playoffs, he wasn't scoring. He averaged 21 and 7 against the Knicks. That's not scoring. 3 games of at least 30-plus point games. 35, 33, and I believe 20 and another 30-point game. Are we serious that he can't score the basketball? The stats are proving it.
Mike, those are last year's stats.
Right, like you're
gosh, bro.
stats.
Even this year. Even this year.
He's had what? How many 30-point games has he had this year?
He had, let me see.
Yeah, I know he had that triple-double game.
The triple-double game. He had one in game 2 or 3 against the Knicks when he sent them home. When he did the Reggie Miller gesture.
Was that game 1? Because that game, it had to have been game 1 because that was at home.
Yeah, it was game 1. It was game 1. And then he got, I believe he got a 30-point game against the Cavs.
I mean, I think so you're telling me, right? So you got to win 4 games, right? He went to the Eastern Conference Finals twice. Okay, and we're adding what has there been 5 games? 5 games of the finals. So that's about 20-something, 30-something games. You're telling me you've only touched 36 times?
He doesn't. That's the point. I keep trying to say he does not have to do that.
No, but you're saying he's showing us the ability to score.
When he wants to, yes. When he wants to, he can score.
You gotta be consistent with your scoring. If you can show me your ability to score, do I know every NBA player, when given the opportunity, can go off for 30 every once in a while
in the playoffs in crunch time?
Like Mike.
Yes.
Mike.
Get out of here, bro.
They're an NBA. They're professionals.
Mike. Game 3, Tyrese Haliburton had 22, bro. Game 4, he had 18. Game 5, he had 4.
Game 5 with the calf strain, but continue.
Bro, okay, calf strain, cool and all, but he chose, like I said, he chose to come back in the game and produce. If you're hurt, sit down. But you wanted to, come back in the game and try to produce, and you only ended the game with 4 points, bro. That was a personal decision on Tyrese Haliburton. I'm with Mo on this one. You have to be consistent with scoring.
Hey, y'all know why? The reason why that he might not be getting all the points that all these other NBA players are getting in the playoffs? Let me tell y'all a very crucial and important stat. Tyrese Haliburton did not get a foul call till Game 4 in the Thunder series, bro. That is a whole 3 series without 3.5 series without a foul call.
I mean, you could say that.
Don't tell me that doesn't matter, because we can look at SGA or Brunson.
That's crazy. But at the same time, how often does Tyrese Haliburton genuinely drive the ball into the paint? That's where most of the fouls happen. He does not do that. What he does is he's either pulling up from mid-range, he's passing the ball, or he takes a step back. You're not going to get many foul calls doing that.
But that's exactly. He does drive to the paint sometimes. We're not gonna act like that. He's not a slasher.
He doesn't drive that much.
He doesn't drive.
He does not drive that much.
That's still
drive to the paint and shoot a shot. He does not drive as much as you think he does. But go ahead.
He does sometimes. But the main point that I'm saying is that if you're not getting these foul calls, you're not gonna score. Like, bro, we gotta know. SGA gets to the line about what? 10, 12 times a game. Jalen Brunson gets to the foul line 10, 12 times a game. Donovan Mitchell gets to the foul line 10, 12 times a game. Like, come on.
SGA leads the league in drives per game, by the way.
Mike, he's obviously not going to get the foul calls because he's not trying to go up to the basket, bro. Like Mo said, he's pulling up for mid-range, shooting a 3, or if he is driving, he's kicking it back out to the top of the key for somebody to be open because he's barely going to shoot the layup, bro. The reason why SGA and Jalen Brunson are getting those calls, bro, is because they are drive to the basket kings, bro. They're going to drive, pump fake, sell the shot, and go to the line. But we're not going to
sit here and act like SGA, some of his calls, that those are some fluke middies that he's getting with the foul calls.
You know what those are called? You know what those are called, Mike? Superstar calls. That's what they're called.
Out of here, bro.
Every superstar's got them. Mike, Kobe, Bron, you name it, KD, you name it, superstar calls, they've gotten it. That's another reason why Tyrese is not a superstar. You think a superstar is going 3 series without getting a foul called against them?
Or on them? Those calls, boy.
I said that he's not. I said that he's not a superstar, but I said he's right below it. If he were to win this playoff series, y'all answers would change in a heartbeat.
Now, y'all, you know where I had it. I told you what the series was going, Mike. When we recorded, I told you what the series is going. It's about that time, Mike. It's about that time.
Yo, all I'm saying is put some respect on this guy's name.
Bro, it's mad respect, bro. He's a true point guard.
And I just want to point one more thing out, and then we'll move on to the next segment. Y'all know what makes this guy so good? He shoots the ball so efficiently, and he doesn't turn the ball over. Y'all can't say that about anybody else. He doesn't turn the ball over. 32, 15, and 12. First player to do that without turning the ball over.
Bro. Tyrese Haliburton doesn't turn the ball over, bro.
No, he doesn't turn the ball over.
What about Game 4? He had 5 of them.
Bro.
What about
he had 3 of them.
Excluding the last 2 games.
Oh, yeah, excluding his most recent play.
Game 3, he had 4. Game 2, he had 5.
The Thunder are a good defensive basketball team. The Thunder are a good defensive I'm saying, before the Thunder, this man does not genuinely does not turn the ball over.
Bro, he had 4 turnovers against the last game against the Knicks. He had 4 turnovers, bro. What are we talking about?
First player in NBA history with 32, 15, and 12 and no turnovers.
Oh my God! Like just because that happened, that does not mean he does not turn the ball over. He turns the ball over sometimes. Man. It's okay.
What are we talking about?
And we're going to ignore the clutch gene too.
Bro, that's the
he can have that.
He can have that, bro.
That's cool.
86% from the field in the final 90 seconds of a game.
Bro,
but why can't you do that the whole game though? Like that's like that's the problem. That's what we're looking for. Like you can hit a clutch shot, nobody's taking that away from him. But like majority of those games where he was hitting clutch shots, it was like he was here and there. You were kind of wondering where Tyrese Haliburton was. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have that, bro.
Hey man, all I'm saying is let's respect him a little more. He's that guy, and we're gonna move on to the next segment. My next question that I have for both of y'all that is a really good one. It's debatable. Is Tyrese Haliburton still that guy if he doesn't have the team he has? I'm waiting for this answer from both of y'all. I'm waiting for it.
Like, what do you mean? Is he still that guy? Like, is he still
a top guard, top point guard?
A top guard?
Choose wisely.
I mean, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, because I was about to say, bro, without Pascal Siakam, Nembhard, and Neesmith, even TJ McConnell coming off the bench and Benedict Mathurin, bro, I don't think he'll be that guy because all those players I just named, bro, have some type of bag to them that is really efficient whenever they step on the court. So it's really like without them, Tyrese, what is Tyrese gonna do?
Now on top of that, like just the coaching that he has.
That too.
Rick Carlisle is not a bad coach.
Oh, Mo, I'm sorry. I have to cut you off real quick because I want to use your own words against you. Before this playoff series, I compared the two coaches. I said Rick Carlisle has experience and he won a ring in 2011 with the Mavericks.
Yeah.
And you said, oh, that ring is just like, it's whatever. But continue.
No, I did say that, but I said, no, I never not once said Rick Carlisle is a bad coach. I just said he won a ring in 2011. Like, we were in elementary school. That's a long time ago. So that's all I said. But Rick Carlisle himself is not a bad coach.
No, he's a great coach.
So that helps. Obviously, the trade, when they traded for Pascal Siakam, like, that set them over. Like, without Pascal Siakam, this team does nothing. I'm sorry. This team is not in the conference finals without Pascal Siakam. Now, obviously, you can say without Tyrese Haliburton, it's not. But like, come on, I don't think Tyrese Haliburton would be the same player without this team. I think he'd be decent, but I don't think he'd be all-star, all-NBA level good.
Yeah, because like I said earlier, like if y'all look at how he plays, he is a fast-paced player, bro. He's the type of point guard to get it and go. And honestly, if he were to get traded or, his teammates were on a different team and he got to work with a whole new set of guys, I don't think that he'll be that guy because the other guys won't be able to keep up with him. Like, that's how I see it, especially with these past couple series.
Actually, I might have to change it. I think Tyrese, it really depends. Like, I think if you put him in a good situation, he's going to do this. But if you put him in a bad situation,
He's going to do that.
He's not going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could honestly see, like, Tyrese Haliburton. Like, if we switched Haliburton and Garland, I feel like Haliburton could do the same thing. Like, the same thing he's doing now, I feel like he could do. But if you put Haliburton on, like, the Brooklyn Nets, he's not doing what he's doing now.
Wait, Mo, you said put Tyrese Haliburton on the Cavs?
Yeah, I said I feel like
that's not crazy
that's
at
what I'm
all,
saying.
bro.
Like, when you have the talent and the coaching around him, he'll get it done.
Bro,
but if you don't, he can't. He's not one of those players that'll.
That's not crazy.
Do that.
Nah. So I gotta put my 2 cents in. Both of y'all are wrong, actually. Well, part of what you said is right, Mo. The Cavs part, yes, that's right. But both of y'all are wrong for the most part, right? I want to tell y'all precisely why y'all are wrong. Look, with Tyrese Haliburton, y'all are saying Nembhard, D. Smith, all these guys. Who in the world is an all-star other than Pascal Siakam on the team? We gotta stop acting like this roster is so good. This roster is not a stacked team. This roster isn't that great. And even Miles Turner, I had to do my research. I thought he was selected as an all-star before. He's never been selected as an all-star. Now, granted, he's a great basketball player. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But we got to stop acting like Tyrese Haliburton is playing with the most talented basketball folks in the world.
I mean, he's not. But I'm not about to sit here and say...
he makes the team better.
Like, it's not a bad... I'm not going to sit here and say it's not a bad roster. Like... And that's the job of a point guard, to make your teammates, like, whoever's around you, better. That is your job. And Tyrese Haliburton has done a hell of a job doing that because, you know, Neesmith been shooting the lights out. Nembhard been shooting the lights out. You know, Miles Turner been aggressive down low. I don't got to say nothing about Pascal Siakam. Like, you know, he's killing it right now. So, bro, it's just like that.
Hey, man, like, you say this roster's not that bad. Like we said, Neesmith, for a majority of the playoffs, was shooting 48% from three. 48%. Okay, that's a pretty good percentage from three.
I'm putting it.
No. Nembhard in the clutch. You can't sit up here and tell me you ain't see him timely step backs over
SGA one step back.
In anyone.
He had one step back. Continue.
No, because he got buckets in every single series. If you check in every single series during the comebacks that Tyrese Haliburton had, it was the others that did most of it. Tyrese just hit the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't sit up here and act like they don't show up. Like,
No, hold
on.
No, I gotta cut you off right there. They do show. Yes, they do show up, but Tyrese Haliburton hasn't. We're not gonna sit up here and say that he only has shot the closing game shot, and that's all he's done. Because you remember what he did to your Cavs. you remember what he did then.
Neesmith got a putback dunk. Don't get me started. Neesmith was actually the one who brought them back into the game. He missed the free throw, and we let up the free throw, and he made the shot.
Tyrese Haliburton scored 5 straight points?
Nah, he had 2 free throws. 2 free throws. Cool. You got fouled. But I'm not talking the direct ending. I'm talking when they're down 18. When they're down 18, is it Tyrese Haliburton routinely bringing them in, or is it Neesmith, Nembhard, Turner, Siakam, then Haliburton?
Yes, and you know who's contributing to that? Haliburton, because he's facilitating the floor and giving them open looks.
So everything's Haliburton.
Yeah, so everything's
Haliburton gets all the credit.
So they're not creating space themselves.
They get some credit, but Haliburton doesn't just get the credit of he only scores those 2 points and that's the end of the game. I refuse to accept that.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. He'll have, like, you know, I'll probably say 7 to 10 assists around that age range. But it's like, bro, he gotta score, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, he's really been leaning on his team because his team been, you know, producing. And then when it's time for the clutch, you know, kick it back out to Tyrese Haliburton. That's kind of what it's been like, bro.
Nah, this is so much hate and animosity that I'm hearing.
It's not hate.
This
is
so
a
much.
solid team, and not only that, we didn't even just like Benedict Mathurin, like all these players. Benedict Mathurin, I watched him when he was at Arizona. That man is a scorer.
Mm-hmm.
That man is a scorer. They have a solid team. They really do. It could be way worse. That's why I'm saying if you put him on the Nets, he is not doing this. He's not doing this. I'm sorry.
Before Pascal Siakam came, he was
good.
still producing. Before
what?
Pascal Siakam came, yeah, they didn't get to the conference finals, but he was still producing and putting up at least 18 and 10 or 11. So we're not gonna sit up here and say that.
But he wasn't winning. That's what I'm saying. He was not. He's not doing the same thing.
Everybody needs a team to be successful.
Dog. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying when you put him in a good situation, which he is in now, look where he's at.
But put him on the Wizards.
When he was not in a good situation.
Put him on the Wizards. The Kings, yeah.
And then the beginning part of the Pacers, he wasn't doing nothing. It wasn't until they got Pascal Siakam that they started doing something.
So name me a guard right now that doesn't need a team.
What do you mean, name you a guard? Every guard needs a team.
Right.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But it's how you play when you don't have a team and when you do. And Tyrese is not that guy. I'm sorry. He's not. He's not. Like, Tyrese is not an all-NBA player unless his team is like, you know what I'm saying? He's not doing that. He's not that guy that can just go anywhere and just beat this Tyrese Haliburton. I'm sorry.
I just refuse to hear any of this. He's still that guy. He might get knocked off this year, but we can't erase the fact that he was in the finals. We can't do that.
Treating him like Burrow.
Kudos to him making the finals.
This episode is not about this, but there's a big difference in Burrow. You can't say that about Burrow when he produces every single year.
No, I know, but the only reason why people try to elevate Burrow in some talks is because he's been to a Super Bowl, but everybody else will get all these other athletes in different sports. When it comes to getting there and losing, they get ridiculed for it. But why are we praising the fact that Tyrese Haliburton made it to a finals or Joe Burrow made it to a Super Bowl? Why don't they get criticized as much as these other athletes get criticized for making it there and losing? Let me ask
this, and this is my closing statement, right? If we could put any other point guard on the Pacers, are they bringing them to the finals?
I mean, most point guards in this league probably could. Yeah, I do think that.
Get out of here.
No, Mike.
Are we serious?
Mike, hear me out. I actually don't think that another point guard will lead Indiana to the finals.
Thank you.
That's the only thing I'm gonna agree with you on, bro, because from the time from the regular season to now, all I've seen was Tyrese Haliburton get his team involved. He's not selfish with the basketball. He's not going to call an ISO play and try to, go to the Baja and score. Nah. If he's going to call an ISO, he's going to try to swing that back to one of his teammates. His job is to make plays for his teammates. And that's why they're in the finals right now. And that's why they've been producing great coaching as well. So, and like I said, all the other point guards that I see, if they clear out, they're gonna try to make a play and get a bucket for themselves. And
this is unbelievable.
If you do that as a point guard, bro, not all your shots is gonna fall, and you might sell the team by doing that. But since Tyrese is getting his team involved and the players around him can actually score, he'll be all right. But yeah, I don't think there's another point guard that can lead Indiana to the finals.
Thank you.
If you threw Trae Young on the Indiana Pacers, they are in the finals.
I knew you were going to say Trae Young.
Trae Young could make every pass Tyrese can make. Does Trae Young turn the ball over? Yes. Does Trae Young shoot the ball a lot? Yes. But there's one thing you can't say about Trae Young. Trae Young, this year, had the most game-winning buzzer beaters. The most. If you put Trae Young on the Pacers with Rick Carlisle, with this talent, I promise you they're doing the same thing.
They're not doing the same thing.
There's no way y'all are going to sit up here and tell me
they're not doing the same
Trae Young
thing.
is not doing that.
No, they're not doing the same thing.
I mean, he might do that if Trae Young took less shots.
Trae Young could get there.
Trae Young can't
for
play
sure
the pace
could get
that
there.
Tyrese Haliburton plays.
He could get there just like because it's not like because we're sitting up here acting like Tyrese Haliburton has won the finals. He is down. This man is down. Trae Young could easily get to the finals and lose the finals like Tyrese Haliburton can.
Get out of here.
Come
Get
on,
out of here.
dog.
Get out of here. No.
Come on,
no.
dog.
No. Because we're not going to sit here and act like Atlanta never had a good team. Ever.
I mean, like his
Trae
best
Young,
team, he had.
Trae Young, when he had a good team, you know what that resulted in? He got beat by Boston and went home.
I mean, Trae Young went to a conference finals.
lost.
Trae Young was also the man of that team. Like, you want to talk about a superstar? You want to talk about, you know, being clutch? We're going to act like Trae Young wasn't doing exactly that? Are you kidding me?
But it didn't result in where it get him, though. Where
if
did
you
it
look
get him?
player for player, if you look player for player and bench for bench, are you going to tell me the Hawks were not a worse team than the Pacers?
Not significantly. No.
But they were worse, right?
Not that much.
Okay, then.
Not that much.
Okay, then. Like, you gotta stop doing that, bro. Like, well, I don't know where this Trae Young hate came from. Like, genuinely.
It's just Tyrese Haliburton's a better basketball player than Trae Young. That's all it is.
Wow. This is unbelievable. You talk about you love to bring up assists. You love to bring up assists with Tyrese Haliburton, but you don't want to say nothing when it comes to Trae Young, huh? When it comes to Trae Young, you know Trae Young that's what Trae Young do.
But the whole thing is, if you put Trae Young on the Indiana Pacers, first of all, he's not running that pace at all. I'm sorry, I don't see. I'm not.
Now, Mike, I can't even say that. Like, Trae Young is definitely, like, when given the opportunity, he can definitely move the ball. Like, he can definitely move the ball.
He's turning the ball over more. He's not taking the smarter shots, and he's going to try to take over. Like, I can imagine Trae Young and Pascal Siakam right now. They'll be fighting for who's going to take over.
No, they're not.
Because, bro,
if you're telling me all Pascal Siakam for the most part does, like for a good amount of his points, is leak out, and all Trae Young has to do is get an outlet pass to get him going. You're telling me Trae Young can't hit an outlet pass like Tyrese Haliburton?
Yes, he could do that. I'm not going to take that away from him.
Okay, you're telling me Trae Young can't push the ball up the floor like Tyrese Haliburton?
At the pace, no.
All right, I'm done. I've heard enough.
Ooh.
Zay, you got anything, bro?
That statement is kind of crazy. I gotta admit, Trae Young can definitely move the ball at the same pace as Tyrese Haliburton.
Let's just throw this out there, Mo, and this is the last thing to you and Zay. Who's a better basketball player, Trae Young or Tyrese Haliburton?
Basketball player?
Yes.
Tyrese.
Trae Young. For sure. Like if we're talking best, like at their absolute best, I'm taking Trae Young.
Nah, I gotta take Tyrese.
I'm taking
bro.
Trae Young. Just the threat of him, his shooting ability. Like Tyrese can shoot, don't get me wrong, but Trae Young can shoot further, which makes the defense play up higher, which means he can, and he's blowing by everyone. Like he can make every pass Tyrese can, and he can get in the passing lanes and get steals. So, if we're talking best for best, I'm taking Trae Young. I'm sorry.
Shoot, if we're taking best, I'm looking at it as like your position and how you play your position. And Tyrese Haliburton definitely plays the point guard position really well. So I gotta get
Good answer.
Tyrese, dog.
Good answer. Hey Mo, you might as well buy a Haliburton jersey, both of y'all.
No. Hold on. Question for y'all. When we're talking best Tyrese Haliburton game, what are we talking about? Like,
we're talking about.
Like, what you mean?
Like the bet. Like, if we're talking peak for peak, we're trying to compare a player. Like, what game reminds you of what Tyrese Haliburton does? Like, is it a 30-point, 15 assists, no turnover game? Like, let's say
that.
Jokic.
You can say that with a
typical Jokic game is like 30, 15, and 10.
Maybe like a 15-point double-double, maybe.
Yo, so hold on. No.
Like,
See, my answer is
maybe.
different from that. I would say that 32, 15, and 12 with no turnovers. That's my best version of him with anything. Oh,
So
and a
if he was
game-winning shot at that, too.
So, all right, no, we're not doing game-winning shot. All right, game-winning shot, that comes in circumstance. I'm talking about, like, he could put up 30, 32, 15, and 10, like, not consistently, but, like, a good amount of times, you know?
Yeah, with
like a
no
peak Trae Young
turnovers
game,
at that.
A peak Trae Young game? Are you kidding me? That's 40, first of all, 40, maybe, like, 15 assists, and maybe, like, 1 or 2 turnovers. But that's cool. But he might get you two steals on the defensive end. Like, that's not even that bad. That's not even that bad.
And you know what's something else? Haliburton has to share the ball with Pascal Siakam. Who does Trae Young share the ball with?
Bro,
Okongwu?
Trae Young could share the ball with anybody. Don't do that. Trae Young, Trae Young's been on such a bad team. He hasn't had someone to share. Don't wait. Just wait. Wait till Jalen Johnson get healthy, though. Hey, wait till Jalen Johnson get healthy. That's a Deuce product
what did him
right
and DeJounte Murray do? I know they were hurt, but when they were together, what did they do?
They're the same position, dog.
It don't matter, though.
Would you expect
it don't matter.
Like, hold on, Mike, really quickly, right? If you think about it, did you really expect Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, who play the same position and do the same thing on the basketball court, to be well playing together?
All I'm hearing is excuses.
Like, management thought that was a good idea?
All I'm hearing is excuses right now.
All right. I mean, it could be an excuse, but let's really keep it a buck, Mike. That was a bad matchup.
Look, man, he has somebody, but we do got to close out of here. Tyrese Haliburton is that guy. Don't care if he loses the finals. Still put respect on his name.
We'll see, man. OKC in 7.
7?
Yeah. I
If
don't
it
know.
go to 7, I'm not going to lie.
No, it's in OKC. It's over, Mike. First of all,
that's what I'm saying.
In 7, it's in
OKC.
But y'all remember what I said before? Y'all can go back to the episode when at first Zay was saying OKC in 5. I said OKC in 6.
He did.
And it's about to happen.
It's
about to happen. Y'all better tee me up, man.
He did. Mo did call it.
He called it. But it's not going to happen, though. It's
don't
not
let
going to happen.
Mike.
It's not going to happen.
Don't let it, Mike.
It's
I'm
not
going to
gonna
call
happen.
your phone.
It's not going to happen.
I'm going to call your phone.
It's not going to happen. But we do got to log out of here. Like, comment, subscribe. Get us to 2K on TikTok. Get us to 1K on YouTube. Get us to 1K on Instagram. And we out.
About to win it today, bro. No, they're not, bro.